Hi guys, I decided to create some bird feeders for the yard because there are lots of birds over here in this area and I wanted them to have a place to come to eat instead of eating the plums off of our plum trees. So I got some cups and saucers from the thrift store. They were really inexpensive, but I'm going to show you what I should have done. I sat the cups a little too close to the edge in the front, so this is what it should have looked like right here. So set it back just a little bit further and you want to glue down the cups to the saucer. I use some generic glue that you may have seen in the intro. It's supposed to be strong glue. And I had strings, but they were thin. So I put three together and braided it down to make the handle. And so see how it should look at the end. Again, put the cup back just a little bit on the saucer and it should work great. And I'm going to hang these in the tree. So I'll show you which trees I'm going to try and protect. These trees right here. These are plum trees. Now, they're not going to generate the really big plums that we see in the store. These are the smaller plums, but in any case, these are the plums that I would like to protect the birds from. So that's why I wanted to create the bird feeders. So just to get a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, so I'm showing you again some more angles of the trees so I can get, see those little green things? There are tons of them on these trees. They just blend in so well with the leaves that it's hard to tell unless you get really close to them. But again, the birds love them. And so I know I had to figure out a way to try and keep the birds off of these trees. So here we go. We made the bird feeders and we'll see how they work out. Okay. Yes. Looking good, looking good. All right. Let's talk about what we need to make these bird feeders, and then I'll show you the pictures at the end that will help you, or the video at the end that will help you get a better visual of why I wanted to do this. Okay, so you'll need some gloves because we don't want glue on our hands. I used regular sunflower seeds, but I also bought some bird seeds at the end, just to add to the sunflower seeds. You'll need a pair of scissors to open the glue and things like that. But the cups and the saucers and the rope, those are the most important things. What you can do is you can buy any type of string or rope to hang these. You just want to make sure that it's strong enough to hold up whatever china you decide to use. Okay, so again, I'm not big on brands. I just wanted to use something that I know would work. And so we'll get started in showing you how I did this. I had rubber bands. I added that at the last minute too because I decided again to use the string that I had. And those are the really tiny rubber bands. And the string that I had was so thin that I actually put three together. And I'm going to try to show you here. That's when they're done and they're braided. But I put three together and I just did a regular braid from one end to the other. Again, I put rubber bands at both ends. Started it out, braided it all the way down, and then put another rubber band just to fortify it and make sure it was strong enough to hold the actual cup and saucer in the tree. Okay, so that's what I'm showing you now, what it looked like after I braided. And I only did two. I was going to originally do three, but I have one bird feeder out there already. So this is what it looked like when I got done. I glued it down and I'll show you what I did in just a second, but this is like the finished product. And I did get some more, like what is it called, nectarine for the birds too, and sprinkle some of that in there just to make sure that I did attract more birds. So I'm showing you right here how far back I should have gone on the saucer when I glued it, because it allows the birds to have a place to sit, and that's important. But nonetheless, what I thought about doing is actually then spreading some of the seeds behind the saucer too. And again, this is the braid with the 3 strings and look at how it works. Voila. So that's how it's supposed to look at the very end. So let's get started in showing you in just a moment exactly. Look, there it is, hanging in the tree, and I just simply hung them. I just simply hanged. I'm sorry. I simply hung them in the tree, and they don't have to be. The strings don't have to be the same size because you do want them to stagger a little bit. And that one's leaning to the side some, but that's okay too. As long as it hangs and it gives the birds an opportunity to get some of the goodies that are inside, that's all that matters. So that's the project. And I'm just going to back up just a little bit so you can see the one that I bought at the store, but I wasn't happy. I originally was going to use this one, crack it open, and just use the seeds from it, but I decided to just go ahead and hang it. But it essentially does the same thing. It allows the birds to come and have some snacks and some goodies. I think my idea is a little bit better. Actually, it's really not my idea, but I really think that the way that I decided to do it with the cup and saucer gives them an opportunity to sit somewhere. So we'll see how that works out. And this is how the plums, a couple of the plums, I don't know if you could see that just then, but some of them are red now and they're starting to come through beautifully. So we have been protecting them with the store-bought bird feeder, but I'm hoping that these homemade bird feeders will add additional protection for these beautiful plums. Thank you for watching. Okay, so PJ is about to spread her paws. PJ is learning how to leave her outside pen and not go a mile away from home for me to have to chase her and bring her back. So she has to start somewhere. So let's do it today. And let's see if we can keep up with PJ. She has to wait until she's calm, and then I give her permission to leave. And believe you me, she's going to take off like a rocket. This should be really good. And she's gone. Let's have a little fun with PJ.